Baby, smile today, 'cause I've been imagining always I'm gonna love you better. And your dreams will see it too, just when you think there's nothing else at all. Yeah, I'm gonna love you better. When I think about the things we did, and I think about you.
Howdy and welcome to TikTok. Listen, I know it's been a long while. I love y'all. I miss y'all per usual. I will say I have been through a lot through the last month, and May and June was a lot for you, girl. I lost some family members. I went through some shit with some family members, okay? But I'm back and I'm better. I always tell y'all every time, you cannot pour into other people if you cannot pour into yourself. So basically, I had to get my glass full so I can come and share a little something with y'all, okay? So we might as well get into topic number one. I'm coming in hot because this is fun tea. Come in. All right, I'm gonna come in hot. Anywho, topic number one. They're like, dang, is you rushing? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. After I redo videos like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, I'll be very frustrated to the point where listen, I just want to get the message out. And that's kind of what I'm ready to do, okay? Because, listen, I am like somewhat of a perfectionist, and this is really my craft, and it takes a lot when I do come out every single time, okay? Anywho, topic number one is social experiments, okay? I know you're like, dang, what do these got to do with these got to do with everything. I will say that I feel like one big social experiment at the moment would be Love Island, and I guess it has been for the past 2 years. I honestly hadn't watched it into this year. I just started watching last season. Excuse me. I just started watching last year's season or whatever, and yeah, they've been social experimenting on y'all ass for a few years now. Because every time they bring in a group of men, there's like some type of man that you know at home from afar. Your homegirl know, your homeboy know, your cousin know, some way how. And it's also the same thing with women. You know a bitch like Anaya, you know a Melanie type of bitch, you know a Trinity type of bitch. Like you just know. I don't know. It's just weird the way that they set it up for y'all to do shit like vote and really $100,000 is a lot of money. Let's say if I was on Love Island, baby. But it's definitely some weird shit. Okay, I would not be able to do that because like that whole like spitting in the mouth thing, that whole they got some nasty moments on there. Where that's where it's just like, damn, they try to see how much are you gonna react to. Like, don't we know that's trifling and not romantic? Because I think it's trifling and not fucking romantic. That shit hella nasty. But I feel like if the public is not gonna call, these networks and these TV shows out on shit, then they just gonna keep going. That's with a bunch of other networks, Zeus. Now there's TV, all of this shit. If nobody's gonna call them out, shit, they gonna keep going. And it's really to see how far y'all gonna really let this shit go. And I know we be like, damn, even if people be saying, like, people take that TV shit too far because they're really doing, they be forgetting that this is real life. But it's because y'all do. It's because y'all forget that this shit is real life. That the producers, the people, the everybody forgets that it's real life because y'all are forgetting. Which is, like, gotta be the craziest shit to me ever. Speaking of that Love Island shit, I did have a question about it, but not really about it, but also just into it. It's just like, do we feel like women make the relationship look good? I don't know. I think that depending on the woman, she does make the relationship look somewhat good. Depending on how the man looks too. Like if he was busted up and your woman is a baddie, she gonna make the relationship look good anyway. But I also feel like personality-wise, sometimes women do carry the most weight when it comes to making the relationship look good, unless the woman is an introvert and the man is extrovert. Because if that's the case, then it'd be the other way around. The man kind of making them look good because he's doing most of the talking, most of the leading, most of the yada yada. But most of the time, women are the extroverts and men are introverts. Especially me and my relationships personally. My men are always introverts. They're always personal people. They don't really like too much of the mix. They don't mind the mix at the same time. It's like they'd rather not be in it. Like it's to each his own type shit. Okay? My men, I like them real low key. So I will do most of the talking in social settings or in other places if we're in rooms with a whole bunch of people. I would do most of the talking because I'm just more of an open person. I'm more friendly. I'm more willing to. Like, if I go out to a restaurant, I'm most likely to talk to the waiter or laugh with the table across from me. Like, that's just who I am. And I feel like the person that I'm with, they going to feed off that energy and they going to like it and feed into it, kind of. I feel like that's, you make the relationship look good by it. Like, oh, okay, like, I don't know. If I'm doing the talking for my man, they're like, okay, they can see what kind of person I am to kind of give them a peek of what kind of person my man is. Okay? So I'm like, yeah, women make the relationship look good to a certain extent. Like, sometimes men do carry the little weight. That's my opinion. I would love to know y'all opinion. If y'all feel like the women or the men carry the most weight. Or make the relationship look good. Okay, let's not say carry the most weight. And I'm also just talking about also inside and out. Because I just said both things on how a woman can make the relationship look good. And when I feel like it's vice versa. Like either or to work for men or women on that one. But yeah, I do back into that social experiment because I just have to ask that because I feel like back into the social experiments, they do put these people, these random people, these couples in front of us and just mix them up. And it's TV shit at the end of the day. When you forget that, like I seen a picture of basically the way that production looks behind Love Island and all of that shit. And basically production is all up in it, okay? They is all behind that shit. So listen, we be get caught up so bad that we be thinking that these people is like hiding on camera or these cameras are secretly hidden and they really not seeing how close these camera people is right in their motherfucking face all the time, 24/7. Like it be a fucking scam and we get scammed every time. I do be finishing watching shit to the end just to see how shit going. Like right now, I'm watching that last season just to see. I would just really want to see because that bitch Twitter is irritating me, and I know y'all like damn, bitch. You so late. I am so late. Anyway, hold on, cause mama zip it out. That's okay. Y'all gonna have to get that, cause I ain't gonna be able to edit it out. Anywho, another topic I want to talk about that I just most definitely feel like is a social experiment that just goes into this topic is trick shit. I like that. This kind of could be my topic number two, but it also goes into the social experiment little thingy thing because I really do be feeling like that's what that shit is. Y'all be so caught up in the internet and keeping up with people. And let me go back just a few steps. I'm pretty sure about 5 videos ago I told you I to be yourself because feeding off what the next person gonna do is never gonna get you far. Never gonna get you far. I already said that. And the fact that we didn't got this far in it to the point where people are taking whole trips to Miami, Miami, hoping and praying that they're running into some tricks is absolutely insane. And most of the time, because at this point, people are not concerned about their own safety. They not worried about nothing else. And don't get me wrong, because I'm not a party pooper. I'm not no fun. I'm not one of them girls. Because don't get me wrong, if you spin, you win. You know how they say you green win? If you spin, you win. That's listen. Over here, you spin, you win. You skipping the line. You almost got a first class ticket. Okay. Cause listen, I like my stuff too. The fuck, can't nobody come to me without giving me no stuff. So I literally feel all of the theatrics with that shit. I really do get it, but some of that shit comes off moral values and not necessarily what I'm seeing around me. Like I'm really not expecting no nigga to really buy me no Chanel bag. Most because I don't have a Chanel bag. Like I don't have one myself, but I have a Gucci bag. I have a Louis Vuitton bag. So if I can get it, then I feel like you can do the same thing. I got a Coach bag. I got a Marc Jacobs. You can do the same thing. Like match my energy. I'm not doing shit for you. Got to do everything that I can do for myself and more. Simple. And I'm not expecting you to do anything for me that I can't do for myself and more. Simple. So when it comes to that whole like trick shit, and then when you're in a relationship with somebody and that whole situation, we ain't even gonna get back into that mess. But when it comes to that, that's just right back into that, just having a situationship and getting paid for stuff and having stuff. And like I said, I love my stuff. I love my stuff. Don't get me wrong, because a nigga not gonna fuck with me without giving me no stuff, and that's off moral, okay? Not just because I'm seeing the next bitch have it, okay? Now, y'all have got caught up in that trick shit really quick and very rapidly to the point where Miami sports, baby. All of these places is hot. You can't visit nowhere. You can't even really get on your phone without seeing somebody talk about a nigga spending money. I know niggas is tired. I know they exhausted. They pockets are empty. Empty. These niggas is working 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week to keep up with you hoes if they work. Dang it. But yeah, to keep up with you hoes, they doing a whole bunch. But yeah, I just feel like trick shit. Y'all just have got caught up in the way that the people are moving and they doing other shit for their money. And once y'all realize that, y'all will live much better lives and be much better women. And y'all will learn how to be yourselves. You do not have to have a Louis Vuitton purse. You do not have to have a Chanel bag. You do not have to have a Gucci bag. You do not have to have a Marc Jacobs bag. All that shit I said I had, bitch, you ain't gotta have none of it to be a good bitch, or to still have nice shit, or to still, you know, dress how you want to, still pop your shit, still look good, all of it. You don't need none of it. I don't need none of it, boo. I just buy what I like. But I can still be that girl either way. And once y'all realize that you can buy whatever you want, you really don't need these men too. That you just move on. Move on to the next shit. But like I said, don't settle though. Don't be out here just letting a nigga fuck you over or just fuck you and do anything to you and not eat your shit, not have shit, not take you nowhere, not do nothing, not never give no money, not never no shit. I'm not having it, personally. Personally, I'm not having that shit, so I ain't gonna even recommend nothing like that. Okay? But yeah, if you got your own stuff, then be looking for stuff. If not, and stop getting caught up in what other people are doing because you really don't know the behind the scenes, and that's why y'all be getting caught up with woo ladies and all that. You do doing wham wham and all of that extra stuff. I don't talk about too much social media shit because it's right upon my hand, but it's too far from me. Woo lady, you in Miami, boo. What I will say is I'm not in Miami, but if I get to Miami and I see the trick shit that's talking about, I'll speak on it then. I ain't there yet. But I do feel like you promoting the wrong thing for young women. And I do feel like young women need to have their own mind at the same motherfucking time. Woo lady ain't made nobody do shit. Ain't made nobody come to Miami. Ain't bought nobody no plane ticket. Ain't did none of that shit. Ain't put y'all to call with none of them niggas. Don't say Woo lady had y'all in Miami getting fucked up. Because you got yourself in Miami getting fucked up. Worried about what the next bitch gonna do. Okay? Or what the next, what? Y'all are be so caught up. I hate that for y'all. Like, I really do. All right. I feel like that could have been a topic number two. So whatever. Topic number three. Topic number three is I did want to talk about like because it's been a while since I've been on her, so I did want to kind of like mix Father's Day and Juneteenth as some type of little topic. I know they don't really go together, but they are in the same month. So we just gonna spitball here and give it a little one go, a little one two. I feel like Juneteenth, in my opinion, is not a real holiday. I know these people are gonna kill me. I might get canceled. Who knows? What I do know is I still feel that way after I turn this camera off. I just really feel like that it's just not one of those holidays that's like always been our type. You know, it is like it's not like a Christmas or a Martin Luther King Day, and mind you, all of these motherfuckers is made up. So don't get me wrong on that one. I do feel like all of these is made up. We really don't really know why everything is a holiday. But for most of the people that been here on this earth, they have known a Christmas and a Martin Luther King Day. It's in the last few years, you know, what Juneteenth. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I feel like as a community, we do not have to feed into everything that be given to us by other communities. Um, yeah, I feel like we feed into anything. We do not have to feed into that because that's just what that is. I I completely like support it because it is a holiday for Black people to really express themselves and just be overly Black, just like Black History Month. Like we just get to do the most during Black History Month, and we laugh the most and spend good time on the internet as a community during these times. You know, we really connect during these times just based off our color, and I really appreciate that, and I love that fact about it. But I just feel like that it's just set up for different reasons, okay? It's just like giving somebody what they want, but not really what they want. Like, why did you even give me this? Like, it's cool, but like, why did you give me this? Like, that's just how I feel about Juneteenth. I just feel like, why was this a given holiday? I don't really understand it. I just feel like it's kind of made up. And like I said, it's like every other holiday you've known to always be here. This is not always here. And that might not make sense to a lot of people. But like I said, I still support it for the reasons behind it has been made. I support that. I support the reason that it has been here and why it's made and why it's a holiday now for the last 5 years. But I just feel like it's just so made up and petty. Like we don't have to take everything that's being given. Every time, like, just say next time a holiday, just say no, no, just say no, no. If we didn't make it up, just say no, no. We don't want that holiday. I don't want that holiday. I don't want it. Next, please, please give me a different. Like, if we make something up next time as a community, I would love if we did that and stop just taking what's being given. So yeah. And as far as Father's Day, I did happy late Father's Day to all the fathers, okay? My look on Father's Day is my father was, I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about my little, where I've been to since I'm going to talk about Father's Day. A little personal note, my father was recently paralyzed in the last few months. So that's something I have been dealing with. So Father's Day was very hard this year for me, seeing as though I had to adjust to something very new like that. And that was a lot, and still is a lot for everybody around me. And yeah, it's a lot for me, my sister, and just that whole little side of the family. That is what that is. Today, like I said, it was just a little bit rough because of new adjustments. But my personal opinion on it is Father's Day is what it is. All right, me and my father, we do not have the best relationship, and I don't care to speak. I don't care to speak on it or not speak on it. I really don't care about it. Simple. I have the most beautiful heart in the world, so I know that I could be the utmost good person to do what I need to do to what I was put on this earth to do, and I will always stand by that. Whatever, whatever is needed to be done by me, I will lawfully do it because my heart is so good. Okay, that's really why I do a lot of shit. And I will say that Father's Day come and go, and that's so weird because as a mother, you don't have that choice, and I feel like as a father, you really don't have that choice either. You know how some people like motherly instincts they are some natural to some people and some to not. Like it take them a while to really become mothers, and I've actually watched this in real time when it comes to a mother, but I've never watched this real time when it comes to a father, and I really want to know if that's kind of the same thing. I kind of do feel like it's the same thing when it comes to having instinct. Like either you got it or you don't, and some people just don't have it. Listen, it's not respected, it's redirected. Mothers always pick up the slack, and we commend them every time for that. My mother always gets something from me when it comes on to anything on Father's Day because she is my number one woman and guy in my life, no matter who. Okay, like I said before, God put stuff in my heart to be a good person, y'all, and that's just who I am. So, as I just feel like Father's Day is a holiday that you can really only celebrate if you really do what you're supposed to do in your child's life, not just taking your kids shopping, not just doing little stuff, like just getting on the weekends, keeping her house 24/7, because y'all have to really spend time with y'all kids, learn your kids, respect your kids, get comfortable with them, make them feel comfortable. But as a father, that is a real piece that be missing sometimes in, little girls and little boys' life, that they just don't feel comfortable with their fathers. Neither do girls, they just don't feel comfortable with their fathers, not really telling them anything, not sharing stuff with them. And I feel like if you are a father who is a very soft person and you just do what you need to do for your daughter or your son, I absolutely commend you. And I have the utmost respect for you. Like I will, and one thing about it is I don't really talk to men with kids, but a great father is always attractive, okay? A good dad is always attractive to see. So, listen, keep that in mind. But yeah, happy late Father's Day to y'all. Commending y'all on that one. So, that is that. That was topic what, number 3? But this is my last topic, and I did say this one for last because it also has something to do with the reason why I have been missing, and it's also just a little bit touching, just like Father's Day kind of was. Yeah, no, I'm dramatic as fuck. My next video, I'm hoping to have my lovely guest here and to share with you all my first guest. I'm very excited, and I hope you all are too. It is a girl. So yeah, we will be just talking about a whole bunch of topics, and we'll be getting to new things. I'm just excited to really be back to pouring into this. And Yes, I'm happy to be back. I know y'all happy to see this beautiful face back. I'm happy to see y'all those beautiful views back on my YouTube, of course. Those beautiful comments on Instagram, those beautiful reposts, those beautiful reshares. Do not forget to like, subscribe, reshare, all those good stuff. Of course, I got to say all the YouTube things. I'm here for that. I'm here for that too, y'all. Anyhow, yes, I will see you all next time on TikTok.